So mail merge is a great option whenever you've got a batch of data in a spreadsheet and you want to use that data to create a whole series of customized letters or certificates or something based on a template. So we're going to look at how that works right now. When I want to go to my files here, I'm going to make sure I've got my fake demographics here. I've got some data that I'm going to pull up right now, and you're seeing here in a second my Excel file with a bunch of fake data. So here I've got the top row all has headers in it, and I've got a little bit of sort of address information. I've got a column for awards and graduation, so I can use this data for a few different things. I'll close the file because it's not good to have both of them open, but even, well, yeah, close that file. And I'll go ahead and open my little merge letter sample here that I've got. And it's just a basic little Word document set up with some, yeah, just some blanket text that doesn't mean a whole lot, and then a spot here for address, dear parent or guardian, and your graduation will take place on, and I'll drop the date in there. So how do I do this? For mail merging, I need to come to the Mailings tab, and I need to select recipients. I'm skipping the first button, the Start Mail Merge button, because I've already got a letter started. I don't need to create anything yet. I've already got it. So select recipients, use an existing list, and go ahead and find that file which I have right here, fake demographics, and open it. So whatever CSV file or text file or Excel file that you might have that's set up correctly to have the right rows and columns, you can use any of that kind of stuff. And here again, it says first row of data contains column headers. So I know that it's going to use that first row and give me the right headings that I need for dropping in these different merge fields. Now, when I go ahead and I highlight this address piece here, I'm just going to delete that, give myself some room. And what I'm going to do first is go and edit the recipient list and just see what I've got here. So there's my list again. But as I scroll, I'm going to notice that there's a whole lot of blank rows in here, and I don't want to create a whole pile of blank letters and end up, saving hundreds of pages that I don't want. So I'm going to filter these, and I have that option right here. I don't need to go mess with my spreadsheet. The data's fine. I'm just going to hit filter. And what column do I want to use? I'll use student number. Student number is a nice unique value, and every student in here is going to have a student number. So I'm going to say not equal to or greater than or any kind of fancy math. I'm just going to keep it really simple, is not blank. So anytime it finds the student number column is not blank, that's what we're going to use. And I'll say OK. And now, as I scroll down, no more empty rows, just the students that I want to work with. I'll say OK. So address, I want to drop in the address. I could come to my insert merge field option here and then one by one drop in name, address, city, postal, all that kind of stuff. But they do have on this tab a address block button. So the button's going to allow me to just hit that, and it's got the information right here for me. And I can see what that's going to look like. I can make some adjustments to how the name would work or whether or not I want the country in there, but I like the way it is. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that alone and say, OK. And it just shows up as a tag for address block. Now, if I want to see what that looks like, I'm going to come up and preview the results. And that's fine, except I'm not crazy about all that space. So I'm going to highlight these rows here. And just like the normal formatting tools, I'm going to come up to the home ribbon, and I want to adjust my line spacing. So I come to the line spacing button. Hit that. I don't need single or double or any of that kind of stuff. What I want to do is remove, here it is, remove space after paragraph. Click that, and it's out. Hit enter there, perfect. Come back to my mailings tab where all that mail stuff is going to happen. And I can say, dear parent or guardian of, and now I am going to use this button. Now it has a top and a bottom. I tend to use the bottom because it lets me just grab a name, grab a value here, like full name. And then I'm right back into my document and I can click wherever I want to go. The other option, here I'll remove the date. If I use the top half of that insert merge field button, it pops up a little box for me. So now in between adding different tags here, like say grad date, I can click insert and it drops it in there. But now I've still got this box up and I can click another item, except when I add it, like say birthday, it inserts, there's no space between the two tags. I have to actually close this and then start editing things. Now if I go ahead and preview my results, or turn off preview results, I can see the graduation tag and the birthday tag. So I'm just going to remove that birthday tag. Preview one last time. Everything looks good. I could format stuff again if I wanted to make that bold. I could do that. And then once I'm ready to go, this is a nice little one-page letter that I'm going to send out. I go to Finish and Merge. And I want to edit individual documents possibly. If there's any little changes I want to make, I definitely want to do this. I can create this record or this merge for all the records. If maybe I had done this before and then I had gotten some more information after the fact and I've added some new rows of data to my spreadsheet, I could come back to this document, presuming I've saved it, and I could run the whole merge process again. Like it's all connected already, and I could go to finish and merge, but then I could say, you know what, I only need the last, 5 that I've just added. So I could do from whatever I might be at, 20 to 25, if that was the right numbers for what I'm doing. But I have no idea what those are right now. So I'm just going to say all, say OK. And that's going to spin up for me a brand new document. You can see when I hover on Word now, I've got two versions of this, the original merge letter with the tags, and then the new version. No tags at all because it's all been merged. It's all got page after page after page here with all the data that I want. And if there was something I needed to add special on, say, Henry's here, I could come to Henry's document, hit enter, and just start adding in whatever new special information he needed to have in his letter that maybe wasn't in the others before I print them and envelope them and the whole bit. So with that all done, I can save it as a PDF, or I can print them off or do whatever else I might need to do to them. And that's going to allow me to very easily take all that data and just create all those unique letters that are all based on that same template. So an easy way to take a lot of data and create a lot of customized documents.